Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask the Prof. This episode is going to get back to one of the Sniff test reviews that I haven't done in a little while, but I'm excited to push this one out today. This episode is going to be dedicated to the SIR new product. It's called Immunity. Remember, SIR is the company that also brings you Alt-Red. I've done a product review on that already. Just as a disclaimer, I have been a partner with Alt-Red and SIR for, this is my second year now. And I was actually a little apprehensive when they told me that they were coming out with this product in the beginning of January. And basically that was because Immunity is an antioxidant supplement. So there's been a series of research that was done around, starting in about 2008 to 2015 was kind of when this was a really popular trend that was done that started to suggest that antioxidants or antioxidant supplementation could actually blunt performance adaptation. And so when I heard that they were coming out with this, I was a little bit apprehensive. And the first thing that I did, of course, was ask them for the white papers and started doing a little bit more digging on the specific antioxidants that are in the product itself, as well as just the overall topic in general. More on that a little later. First, we need to start by discussing what is an antioxidant and why is it important for us. Antioxidants are components that are going to inhibit oxidation, all right? So they basically fight the free radicals that are created within the body during a number of processes. Exercise is certainly one of them. Stress can be another. Extreme exposure to sunlight. There's a number of things that can cause oxidative stress or free radicals. Free radicals are basically a component in the body that has an unpaired electron in its outer shell. The purpose of this video isn't to do a complete chemistry lesson, but if you remember back from 7th grade chemistry or whenever you took chemistry, that unpaired electron makes that cell very reactive, and it's going to steal an electron from something else, and that causes damage, all right? And so that's why this can be an issue within the body, all right? So we know that exercise produces a large amount of free radicals, and that free radicals can cause issues within the body. These issues can be things like damaging DNA, but it can also doesn't have to be that extreme. It can just damage other cell membranes, or it can interfere with protein and lipids and those types of cells as well. Most people are thinking along the lines of aging and cancer when they hear any discussion on free radicals and antioxidants, but there's also a number of other things related to performance, specifically the inflammatory response, as well as your overall immune system health that are going to fit into this category. And that's where the direction that I'm going to take this discussion today. Okay, so as you'll remember, antioxidants have a free electron in their outer shell, so they're going to donate that electron to a free radical to make it so that that substance is no longer reactive. It's not going to cause any damage to another cell. All right, so it basically neutralizes that free radical. Antioxidants are found in both foods and supplements. You can see a list of common foods here. All right, they're in a ton of different foods. All right, we get a majority of the antioxidants that we take just through a normal diet. So next I want to introduce a theory called Redox homeostasis. All right, it sounds really complicated. All right, but basically what this means is we need to have a balance between the oxidative stress that we have in the body as well as the antioxidants that we have to basically make sure things are even, all right, or as close to even as possible. Essentially, the more exercise, the more sunlight, the more stress that we have, that means that we're going to produce more free radicals, and that means that we need to have more antioxidants in our system in order to balance out with the increased demand on the body. Under normal circumstances, we should be getting the appropriate amount of antioxidants that we need through our regular diet. However, as we start to get into heavy loads or heavy training loads, for example, or have periods of limited sleep, extreme sun exposure, or just high stress from work and life and everything else going on, it may actually be necessary to start to supplement with antioxidants in order to just ensure our overall immune health and ensure that our body is going to continue to function in the way that it's supposed to with regards to anything from glucose storage to recovering from a normal exercise bout. Okay, so back to my initial concerns on whether antioxidant supplementation can be a good thing for endurance athletes, or it could be even something that I would be willing to put my name behind or to promote. Basically, when we exercise, that causes muscular damage, and part of that muscular damage comes from these free radicals, and that muscular damage signals the body to repair and make itself stronger, right? Specific adaptation to implied demand, or basically an overload principle, says that we need to become, or as we do more and more, we recover better and better and get stronger and stronger. And that's how we continue to progress throughout a build and increase our ability to do whatever specific exercise that we're trying to do. And there's been some research that says that antioxidant supplementation can get in the way with that response, with the body's normal response to exercise, which is to adapt and get stronger. That would not be a good thing. That would be counterproductive to all the training that we're doing. So then why could I possibly get behind a product that is an antioxidant? So the result of exercise is inflammation. Inflammation leads to adaptation. If we're doing too good of a job of getting rid of that inflammation by having obscene amounts of antioxidants stored within the body, then we can, if we're not having that normal inflammatory process, then we're not getting the adaptation that we're looking for. There was a quote in a few of the articles, or in one of the articles that I looked at, that suggested that antioxidant supplementation could blunt adaptation, that said antioxidant treatment modifies skeletal muscle signaling during and immediately following exercise. All right, so there's no denying that. That is a given fact. However, in a 2015 review by Mary and Ristow, which I'm going to link below here, they basically suggested that the dose would need to be extremely high, well above any level of recommended daily value for a specific antioxidant in order to actually blunt the performance. All right. And to be honest, very high levels is what you get in a lot of these antioxidant supplementation. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, and it is one of the most popular ones that we normally supplement in the US. And what you see if you look at a vitamin C supplement often is 2,000% of the recommended value. It's too much. And the supplement companies and the marketing companies know this, but they don't care because, one, most of these that they're pushing that high of a percentage are water soluble. So there's really not a high risk of having any sort of toxicity level. And two, they're water soluble. And so really any excess of what the body isn't going to store is just urinated out, right? The running joke is it's a recipe for expensive urine. So does that mean that all antioxidants are going to interfere with the normal inflammatory response for athletes? No. Okay. So specific to immunity. Immunity has a couple good things going for it. One is it's a relatively small dose. The overall dose is only 100 milligrams. And so it's too small to interfere with any performance adaptation. Two, there's actually been clinical studies done on this specific proprietary blend. That's very important and also very rare. You don't see this out of many of the over-the-counter antioxidant supplements out there. They may have studies done on immune health, but very few of them have been done on immune health and exercise. And that is something that immunity, or this product, has had done. All right. It has shown to reduce cellular inflammation response but not so much that it's going to interfere with the normal training adaptation. It's also been shown to reduce the total ROS, or reactive oxidative species, basically free radicals, in both the mitochondria and the blood as well. So basically it is helping the body do its job without doing too much that the body isn't going to adapt to the training stimulus that you just had. So aside from the overall benefits to the immune system, obviously the product name is immunity, so that is the direct target. There's been studies that have shown this product can also help regulate the body's inflammatory response, not to the point where it's going to influence adaptation, but it is going to basically help it so the body doesn't go overboard with it. It can also help the nitric oxide stores within the body, as well as the bioavailability of other certain substances. And finally, it has been shown to help with blood glucose levels. So it's for this reason that I can actually get behind this product despite my initial concerns off the back before I had done any research into the product specifically. However, that being said, it is one that I am going to just be careful with the timing when I take the product. Obviously, as training loads get higher and higher, that's when I will be taking this more frequently. And I'm also going to take this at night as opposed to in the morning, and definitely never during exercise. Obviously, the research suggests that taking this supplement isn't going to interfere with any adaptations, but I'm still waiting on additional research on the timing of specific antioxidants and how it may affect things. That's going to be the next round of research. I think that it's going to come out. I hope that's going to come out. But this doesn't have a vitamin B complex in it, so taking it at night shouldn't interfere with any sleep. So basically, I'll take it well after training is done for the day. Okay, so a quick recap here before we go. Stressors, which includes exercise, radiation from the sun, life stress, so on and so forth, can cause oxidation or oxidative damage in cells. These cells become reactive and can damage other cells. Antioxidants neutralize these highly reactive cells. Most of the antioxidants are going to come from our normal diet. However, under certain circumstances, usually under times of increased stress, whether that is life stress or increased exercise load, etc., it may be necessary to supplement with additional antioxidants. You need to be careful that you're not taking, if you're looking for exercise gains, you don't want to be taking supplements that are going to have high doses of antioxidants, because these can interfere with skeletal muscle adaptation. The product I'm reviewing today, Sir Immunity, is a low-dose antioxidant supplement which should not interfere with skeletal muscle adaptation. Timing may still be an issue, so it's best not to take this immediately following exercise. Me personally, I take it in the evening right before I go to bed. That's what I have today with this video. Any questions or comments, leave them in the sections below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a like, or let me know what you didn't like about the video or what I didn't cover on it that you want moving forward. Until next time.